For this tip, let's talk about how to create virtual Nashville tuning. In case you're not familiar with the concept, Nashville tuning is a popular sound for rhythm guitar parts and not just in country music. A few hit songs with Nashville tuning include Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, Dust in the Wind from Kansas, Gimme Danger by Iggy Pop, Hey You, Pink Floyd, Wicked Game, Chris Isaak, and many others. It's not an alternate tuning in the standard sense because the strings are still tuned low to high, E, A, D, G, B, E. Instead, it adapts a 12-string set of strings, or string sets dedicated to Nashville tuning, to a conventional 6-string guitar. The first and second strings are the usual E and B respectively, but the lower 4 strings are tuned an octave higher than standard tuning. The downside to Nashville tuning is that you really need to dedicate a guitar to it. You'll have to adjust the intonation, maybe the truss rod too, and besides, you don't want to have to change strings all the time. Granted, after playing with Nashville tuning, you might want to dedicate a guitar to it, but in the meantime, we can create a similar effect with most DAWs. Although the sound isn't technically the same, it produces much of the same result. A bright, present rhythm sound, somewhat like a 12-string but less dense, that's mostly layered with a companion guitar part. Here's how you'd do it in Studio One. Copy your rhythm guitar track and select it. Then type F4 to bring up the inspector and set transpose to 12 so that the audio is an octave higher. Let's compare the transposed sound with the original guitar sound. That's pretty much all you need to do, but there are some ways you can optimize the sound. The audio quality of pitch stretching algorithms varies a lot. It's never perfect, although Studio One produces amazingly good octave above sound quality. Another issue is that with physical Nashville tuning, the first and second strings aren't transposed up an octave. This shouldn't really matter much because if you can hear the Nashville tuned guitar prominently, you're missing the point. It's to add texture. However, you might want to roll off the highs somewhat and give a little upper mid-range boost so that the sound sits a bit better in a mix. Also, note that it's traditional to layer the Nashville tuned guitar part with the same part played with a guitar that has standard tuning. Due to slight detunings between the two different guitars, you'll sometimes hear some shimmer, like with a 12-string guitar, or by adding a chorus unit. However, because the Nashville tuned track in Studio One is a copy of the original guitar track, the layering is perfect. If you don't want perfect layering, raise the inspector's tune control by about 10 or 15 cents to add some detuning. For some reason, I find tuning slightly sharp sounds better than tuning slightly flat. Yes, it really is that simple, and the bright sound can add a lot to a mix.